Amartya Sen is a big hypocrite, perhaps the biggest of them all. Selective in his comments and selective in his outrage, Amartya Sen never commented when the Congress butchered a cow in public in Kerala. This was the most heinously communal act in independent India, the worst ever act of communal hatred the Congress inflicted on the Hindus. But voting BJP or saying Jai Shri Ram becomes communal. Amartya Sen belongs to the club of communists who never will contest an election but wants elected governments all over the world to do and say as they want. Raghuram Rajan is also a member of this obnoxious tribe. They don't respect electoral mandates. They sneer at it. They also sneer upon Indians just to score points with their white and liberal masters. They have no pride, no self-respect, and no shame either. But what is even more criminal is they have no appreciation or understanding of Indian culture and philosophy, but comment upon it. The Nobel in Peace and Economics is in the same class as the Magsaysay Award and should be renamed the Karl Marx Prize to reflect its communist nature. It is the global equivalent of the Padma Awards the Congress Party used to dish out to its chamchas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to India Speaks Daily. I'm your host, Narayankar. Friends, you have been an awesome company that has been liking and sharing our videos. This is important to smack the false narrative spread by the left liberal gang. We hope you would continue to do this good work and never forget to smack the like button and share our videos to as many people as you can. Then, ladies and gentlemen, it is again one of the kingpins of the liberal gangs, Mr. Amartya Sen, had commented last year that Ma Durga is part of Bengal but not Sri Ram. Well. This is an attempt to separate Ma Durga from Sri Ram. Mr. Sen should know that Sri Ram cannot be separated from Ma Durga. When Sri Ram wanted to leave for Lanka, he had to invoke Ma Durga. For the Ashtami Puja, Sri Ram prepared to worship Ma Durga with 108 blue lotuses. But Ma Durga stole one lotus trying to test his devotion. Distraught at finding just 107 blue lotuses, Sri Ram gets ready to take out one of his eyes as the missing offering. This is the binding thread between Ma Durga and Sri Ram. Today, Mr. Sen is back ahead of the Bengal elections and is saying that the people of Bengal cannot be worthy heirs of Tagore unless they support his beloved secular parties. Secular parties? Those secular parties who gave away 2/3 of Bengal to Pakistan? And what happened to Hindus and the great Bengali tradition of worshipping Ma Durga in Pakistan? These thugs do not speak a word about it. When somebody tries to criticize Mr. Sen, there is an unsaid counter-argument that emerges. When somebody tries to criticize Mr. Sen, there is an unsaid counter argument that emerges. Did you win a Nobel? They ask. Then how dare you criticize someone who did? The funny thing about the economics Nobel Prize, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is not a Nobel Prize in the first place, but just another award the Swedish central government or the Swedish central bank had created and tagged with the Nobel Foundation. Simply imagine if RBI was giving out an annual award whose award committee had some intellectuals from IIMs, private banks, government, etc., etc. So this award is given out or given not to reward the actual intellectual work, but to advance Marxist theories, worldviews, and narratives. Sadly, these so-called intellectuals pee on Indians openly and settle across in America. If they are such a patriot, then out of the tens and thousands of colleges in India, you can't find a single one of them to teach students in India. Savarkar was right when he said India belongs to those whom it is both the Dharma Bhumi and Karma Bhumi. Alas, for scholars like Mr. Sen, India is neither of those. Most of them do not believe in God, and they definitely don't work in India. And yet, the ecosystem keeps abusing their Indian connection for perpetuating their own narratives. So patriots, stand up and face these fake intellectuals who pee at us and sketch our country black. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.